Hey everybody, welcome to day 2. Today is our training day where you have some exercises to work on to solidify our firm decision. And I also wanted to just go over another tool that you will notice in the toolbox, which is an accountability partner or a buddy, or what I like to call a days buddy. That was really helpful for me during my alcohol-free journey. And that was my buddy Elizabeth. And when I was in LA, and I was around 89 days, I think I've talked about this yesterday, but I did have a situation where I seriously was really at the very, very edge of going to drink and going to blow it. I was at the airport going up to my parents because it was COVID, we were traveling in COVID, and I was in California and I live in Connecticut. And so I wanted to I was in Southern California. I wanted to run up to Northern California to see my parents. And they canceled my flight. And then everyone ran over to this other airline flight, and other people got on. I did not get on. And I was just really, really frustrated. And I noticed, and now I know that is a really big trigger for me, is when I need help and I am having trouble asking for help, because I was like, I should have gone up to the counter, and I was hemming and hawing, and I wanted to ask for a free flight or a free voucher. And it was hard for me to do that, I realized, and it just really pushed my buttons. And then I was stuck there again. And now not really stuck, because I did have a hotel. My husband was still staying there. So I got into an Uber, went back to the hotel, but I was just triggered up the wazoo. And fortunately, the bars and everything were closed at the hotel because of COVID, and we had no alcohol in our room, or I probably would have drank. But one of the things that was keeping me from it was my days buddy. So I was like, we both had the same days, and we would text each other, and didn't talk to each other all the time, but we'd kind of check in and go, hey, I think we're at day 80. We'd be like, oh my God, we're day 80. And part of it was just like, I would be letting Elizabeth down if I drank. And I want to have the same days as Elizabeth. Then I wouldn't have the same days as her. And I mean, that oddly enough really, really helped me. And it's a known tactic, or not a known tactic, but it's a tactic that Annie Grace calls positive peer pressure, where, sometimes people do this when they're trying to lose weight. They say, if I lose this many pounds, I'll pay this amount to a charity, or, stuff like that. But in this case, it was a live person who I wasn't necessarily accountable to her. She wouldn't have been upset or anything like that, but I just felt like I liked being on the same day as her, and I liked that and connection, and that really helped me stick to my guns. So I just wanted to include that. It's in your toolbox. And I think if you can find somebody in this group, or in your family, or someone in your journey that you're accountable to, who is your cheerleader and cheers you on, that you wouldn't want to let down, it is a really great